Hi, I'm Stefano, and this is Northeast Ford's Kidz Cook. Before we get started, you should go to the Millerton Food Festival on September 18th, and it's going to be all day long with cuisine, music, games, and contests for kids, like cookie decorating and other stuff. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to butter baste and sear a steak to perfection. Although if you're doing this, make sure you have a parent supervision. Alright then, so we have a nice New York strip steak here, seasoned with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. We have some extra cloves of garlic, about half a stick of butter, and a few leaves of thyme. We're going to get about a tablespoon or two of oil into a pan, just enough to coat the bottom of it, and we're going to heat that up really high so we can get a nice sear on the steak. When you're doing the steak, you want to put it down so it won't splatter on you this way, and you want to hear that nice sizzling so you know it's getting a nice sear. You want to leave it on for, I'd say, somewhere around 30 seconds each side. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less. So when you're cooking your steak, whenever you think it's about to finish, there's a good amount of ways to figure out when it's done. The best way, in my opinion, is using your cheek. So when you do it about, I think right here or so, this is rare. If you put it right slightly higher about here, with your mouth open, that is medium rare. And slightly up here, that's well done. Good. So now, we have a nice sear on both sides, which means it's time to put in the butter. You're going to take your butter and just put it all in. Then you want to put in your garlic and your thyme. Once you have that done, you just want to let the butter get nice and melted and take your steak to one side. If you'd like to, you can also lower the heat a little bit to make it easier. Alright, now we have the butter nice and melted. So now what you want to do is you want to tilt the pan and you want to get all of that butter and put it on your steak. I haven't done this very many times, so my technique isn't perfect, but it's not very hard to do. And it should be done in a couple minutes, so I'm going to grab my plate so I can get it nice and rested. Normally when I'm doing this type of dish, I'll do it with some type of carb, but because I'm doing it for the video, I'm not going to do any carbs, but you could use potatoes, pasta, rice, pretty much anything. Whenever you think your beef is ready for however long you want to cook it, you just do this and you try to compare it to your cheekbone or wherever you want. Take this off and put it right onto my plate. Most of the time when I'm doing this, some people like the garlic, so I just put that right here on the side. And if you're having any carbs with it, like French fries or maybe some rice, I'd recommend to put some of the butter on top of here and use the rest to season your carbs. But I'm not having any carbs, so I'll just put it all on here. With your thyme, you can put it on top of it if you'd like to, or the side. I'll do the side to make the presentation nicer. Now you want to leave this aside, and you want to let it get rested up so all the juices will come back into it. Now that it's rested for a couple minutes, I took it off the plate and put it onto this cutting board so I can show you the inside to see how it's cooked. It's a beautiful, medium rare, slightly on the rare side, which is just how I like it. Alright, so I got a nice piece here. Perfectly seasoned, nice and tender, great steak. So now it's your turn. Send me a video of you cooking, baking, or anything that has to do with food, and my dad and the people at Northeast Ford will post it on the internet for thousands to see. This episode of Northeast Ford's Kids Cook is brought to you by the Platinum Super Duty, and it's only for you and only at Northeast Ford. Oh, that's gonna